What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. We are here for week numero uno of the CGT, and just so you know, you guys absolutely crushed the like goal last time around on the draft analysis, getting around 60 likes at the time of recording, so shout out to you guys. But we're going to set up another like goal. It's going to be at 50 likes. Once again, if you guys can crush for the second week in a row, we will raise it. So guys, make sure to, of course, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and let's go ahead and jump into it. We are facing off against DrSlaking. It's a Matt versus Matt, so it makes it a Matt off. At least it's not a jack off. Anyways, this is going to be a crazy game because my opponent's team is very, very scary, including a Galar Darmanitan, which my team has no real answer to, since my ice resists are Scizor and Incineroar. And while both of them can come in and take a hit pretty effectively, that thing can run Earthquake or Superpower for the Incineroar, or Fire Punch or Flare Blitz for the Scizor. Absolutely terrifying. On top of that, there's a Heatran, which walls a good portion of my team. Hydra is very annoying, and there is unfortunately, a Shadow Tag Gothitelle, which I hate that so much. On top of that, Starmie offensively is the biggest threat to my team. It kind of forces me to bring like Tangrowth, like Assault Vest Tangrowth that is, or Porygon 2. Sylveon is a pain in the ass. Lando is not Sheer Force Landorus, it is a Sand Force Landorus, but the speed tier is really nice. It's one of his two knockoff users. Roserade gets spikes, and Toxic Spike can be very annoying. Beware his only fighting type, and of course the normal type on the roster as well, so it's immune to the ghost type attacks that are going to be coming this team's way. Raichu for speed here is the fastest mon that he has, and then Corsola is, well, the Corsola. It's not coming. If it comes, I click close combat and I win. So we'll see how it goes. But it does get Regenerator and Rocks, which is pretty important to note. Now let's go ahead and jump into what we are bringing and why. So starting with our very first mon, we are bringing Soren the Latios. I was gonna sing like Soren, Flying, whatever, but I didn't want to get copywritten, so I'm not gonna do that, okay? We're running Soldew Latios with Dragon Pulse, Sly Shock, Earthquake, and Baton Pass. Sly Shock is there for a potential Sylveon, still to do more damage to that thing. If it is not max defense, we do like 57% to it. If it's just max HP and that's it, which is a ton of damage. Earthquake there for the Heatran to chip that thing down. Dragon Pulse for basically everything else, because everything else doesn't appreciate a Dragon Pulse, which is really crazy to think about. And we have Baton Pass. If this team did not have Shadow Tag Gothitelle, or I was worried about Shadow Tag Gothitelle setting up, I would probably be running something else, maybe like Recover. But hey, it is what it is. This gives us good opportunities to switch out to other Pokemon, and if for some reason we get a boost that he gives us, I will definitely take it. So we'll see how it goes. Soldew boosts the attack of, or the power rather, of my Dragon and Psychic type moves by 20%, which is really good because I kind of wish I had those items for a lot of other Pokemon. So we'll see if it works for Latios. The investment on this Pokemon allows us to outspeed the Galar Darmanitan and the Landorus Eye. If it is also, we outspeed a Choice Scarf Jolly Beware, which is important to note, I should say. We also have the Baton Pass, so Gothitelle, like I said, can't trap me. And this Pokemon is really good defensively too because it takes modest Life Orb Heatran's Dragon Pulse. It takes timid Hydra's Scarf Dark Pulse or Dragon Pulse, and it takes 2 Roserade's no special attack Dazzling Gleams. Very cool set here. Our next one is going to be our win condition this week, which is going to be Deadpool our Scizor. I really want to call this thing L after L Scizor, but we're going to stick with the classic Deadpool the Scizor with the Aqua Berry, Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, Roost, and Swords Dance, our win condition this week. The investment on this is allowing us to, number one, first of all, I should begin. We need to get rid of Heatran. The goal of this week is to get rid of Heatran because then this Pokemon comes in, sets up to +2, and the game is over. That's it. That's it. It's going to be a little tough to do because this thing forces in Heatran, but hey, what are you going to do? The speed on the set is for 4 speed Gothitelle. We are, or anything like Beware creeping us or whatever. We also take a +1 timid Starmie's Hydro Pump from full, and we take Hydreigon's Life Orb Timid Flamethrower with our investment because of the Aqua Berry, or a timid non-boosting Fire Blast. Very good set here. Really excited to see what we can do with it. It's going to be really powerful to break down the Galar Darmanitan, force that thing out. It forces in the Heatran, it forces in the Starmie to an extent. I gotta get that thing to like 40%, and then I can beat it 1v1 with Bullet Punch at +2, so that is really important here as well. Moving on is going to be our rocker, Jill the Swampert, making her return with Flip Turn, Protect, Stealth Rock, and Ice Punch. Ice Punch is there to hit the Hydreigon. It's also decent damage against the Roserade and the Landorus, but Flip Turn is what we're clicking most of the time. Protect is to find out, number one, what is the Darmanitan locking itself into. If there's a Scarfer that I found on my opponent's team, like a Landorus, or I guess a Gothitelle, or whatever the case may be, I can play around that a little bit better too. And then finally, it's also good for recovery options with the leftovers, which is really cool. And Rocks, super important for Chip, especially against something like a Galar Darmanitan. I really need this Pokemon. It's very, very good and very important for our team. The investment on it allows us to take 2 Life Orb Hydreigon Draco Meteors from full with the leftovers and the drops, and we take a Starmie's Life Orb Grass Knot We also take a Jolly Band Darmanitan's Icicle Crash. Jolly Band, not Adamant Band. which sucks. But if it's going for Icicle Crash, we can probably play around by going to Scizor, or going into our Incineroar, whatever the case may be. Our next mon is going to be Gaia or Terrakion, making its return from the from the BBL. And speaking of BBL, BBL Finals goes up in 2 days. 2 days. So if you haven't checked it out already, or well, if you are going to be checking it out, make sure to do that. Set an alarm. It's going to be great. Noon Eastern on Monday. Make sure to check it out. Now, this Pokemon is crazy with the Eject Pact. First time using it in a non-Ubers League. Close combat, fantastic. Procs our Eject Pact gets momentum. Stone Edge is really solid against the entire team because Beware is his only resist to Stone Edge. Crazy, right? That's insane. And Megahorn is there for specifically the Gothitelle, and I guess Chople Berry on the Hydreigon, whatever the case may be. It's a really cool set. This Pokemon is a lot of work, and we have to Protect to find out what is the Darmanitan locking itself into, and then to see also, like, with the Gothitelle, is it running a trick set? And if it is, I probably just say, okay, I'm going to go for the Megahorn, and I'll be able to outspeed. I'll know right away is it's going to be a Scarf set, because if it's going for Trick, I can play around a little bit differently after the fact, and gives me a bit more knowledge as well. Really cool set here, very strong Pokemon. The main reason, though, for the Protect is, of course, the Galar Darmanitan to find out what it is locking itself into. And if we can get this thing in early and often before the Starmie, then we should be in a really good position for the matchup. Our next mon. Oh, I should probably say that this Pokemon has speed also for the what was it called? The Landorus. That's what it is. We decided not to go max speed to outspeed a Scarf Modest Gothitelle, because if Scarf Gothitelle is coming, he's going to run Scarf Timid Gothitelle, not Scarf Modest. Our next mon is going to be Varric, our Porygon 2 with the Eviolite. This Pokemon is super important, specifically for the Starmie. It is our answer to that thing because that thing is absolutely insane. Discharge, Ice Beam, Recover, and Teleport. If I can get some Discharge powers, it'd be really cool. This Pokemon has a lot of utility for it. Going for it in this week with the Teleport to get out of the Gothitelle trapping, to force momentum, because Hydra has potentially Toxic and Taunt, but I can Ice Beam that thing to wear it down. I can always get the Paralysis on it with the Discharge, which is really cool for something like my Scizor, because I can hit it with the Bug Bite and get the KO on it, which would be really, really awesome. It also makes so I'm not worried about Scarf Hydra if I get the Discharge para. This forces in the Heatran, chipping that thing down. Yes, Heatran can go for Taunt, for Magma Storm, for Toxic, whatever the case may be. But with the Teleport, I feel fine with that. And as long as I'm in a situation where Heatran is weakened, or in range of Bullet Punch, or gone, and the Starmie is not able to get into the field, then my Scizor should be able to set up and win the game. So that's really what I'm thinking about right now. The investment we have on this Pokemon allows us to, number one, take 2 Jolly Darmanitan's Icicle Crashes. Actually, no, I should rephrase that. Let's correct this. We take 2 Adamant Darmanitan Icicle Crashes, because it can definitely be Adamant. We take Adamant Superpower as well, and I put the rest into Special Defense. Life Orb Starmie's Hydro Pump does 36% max, plus 1 Starmie's Hydro Pump does 41% max, which is really, really good. In general, just a fantastic Pokemon. I just got to teleport around, wear things down. It's a super solid Pokemon. And Analytic getting the 1.3 times boost, really cool. Our next and final one is Escanor, our Incineroar, also making its return from the BBL. Darkest Lariat here is there specifically because of the Gothitelle. I would run Knockoff, but in case that thing gets Cosmic Power boost, I need to make sure that I have Darkest Lariat to do at least half to it if it's max defense. So really cool here and really important. Ironhead is there to get rid of potential Babiri Berries on the Sylveon. Also, I guess on Galar Darmanitan in a way. But in general, it's just for the Sylveon. U-turn for momentum and then Protect to scout what the Galar Darm wants to do. Is it clicking Earthquake? Is it clicking Superpower? Is it clicking whatever is it going for? And I can play around it accordingly. Really cool Pokemon. Boots are really good because apparently Matthew really prioritizes hazards. So we'll see how it goes in the battle. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this battle. So make sure to comment down below. Tomatoes, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. By the way, did you know I absolutely hate tomatoes? It is my least favorite fruit, vegetable, whatever you want to call it in the world, but tomato is the secret word of the day. So guys, make sure to leave a like on the video. We're aiming for 50 as always, and let's do it. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back, and this team is looking a touch different than what we expected. There ends up being a Landorus. There's the Beware, which is a little surprising. There is still, I mean, the Beware makes sense because of the Porygon. That Pokemon just destroys him. And there's no Hydreigon, which is kind of cool, and no Galar Darm, which is amazing, actually. That's really, really good. I'm just going to make sure that everything is fully set up for myself to just be good to go. Let's go with this and make sure we have everything taken care of. That is all my Pokemon. Good. Let's mark down what exactly is coming. So we see the... Am I going crazy, or was there no Galar Darm? There was no Galar Darm. Okay, so Gothitelle has Shadow Tag. There is the Heatran. There is the Landorus, which I should probably do this after. I'm leading off with Swampert. That's my play, by the way. There's a Beware. There is a Sylveon. And there is the Starmie. The Beware is looking kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. It's looking kind of scary. But we're going to lead off with the Jill here. Beware looking kind of scary. Beware looking kind of scary because we have to weaken that thing as well now for our endgame with Scizor. It can also just really smack my Porygon, which is bad. It's bad. All right, is this our lead? I guess it is. Fingers crossed it goes well. Depending on the Landorus set, we might be in trouble. Could easily go for a Grass Knot against us. But something tells me it's not going to do that. Something tells me it will not be doing that. Alrighty. Let's see. Where is my audio? Let's try this. So we see the Landorus as the lead here. We see the Landorus as the lead here. Is my play just to hit it with a... just to go straight for a... What is the word I'm looking for? Do I go for the rocks here? Does he have Defog? Does he have Spin on Starmie? And Defog on this. I can go for the Ice Punch. He could just go hard into something else, like Starmie or something. I think I'll go for the Ice Punch in case there's a rock play coming out. Apparently he prioritizes rocks. There's the Grass Knot. Depending on the investment, we might die here. We live the hits, which is great. Ice Punch will pop off. It's not Yachi Berry. Is this going to die? It's not. That's a very bulky Landorus. Wow. That's a very bulky Landorus here. He has a Beware, which, I mean, our team's pretty... This Swamper's pretty slow. I think what I do here is I try and get up my rocks, and we just go from there. He might click Grass, I might click rocks of his own, but I want to get my rocks up. I think that's important. We're going to go for them. So here we're going to see an Earth Power come out. Landorus. The fact that it didn't die is really surprising here. I mean, to no bulk, we do 82 to 100 with Ice Punch, which is crazy. But that's fine here. I can go into my Latios. There's no real switch in because there's no Dark type. So I can go into Latios here. I'll click Psyshock. He has 2 Rockers, this and Heatran. And if we see the Gothitelle, I just click Baton Pass, which should be enough in this case over here. Okay, so we're going to go for the Psyshock. In case we see a Sylveon maybe come in. There's the swap. Bulma, is that the Sylveon? It is a Sylveon, so hitting this with a Psyshock is really nice because it is boosted by Soul Dew as well. That is a defensive Sylveon. That is like a physically defensive Sylveon. I can go for another Psyshock here. I think it makes a lot of sense, assuming I take the hit. Latios against the Sylveon. If Sylveon has no investment, it does 90% max. And for that damage that we did to it, like, it's got to be, like, fully defensive. So I'm going to go for another Psyshock here. It could go for, like, Baton Pass. Definitely possible. Big old damage there. We're going to see a Wish come out. That's fine. We could see a Protect here. Could totally see a Protect here. I think that's actually what's going to happen. I'll be honest. So I'm going to go for the Baton Pass. And if we see a Switch or Protect, Protect. There we go. So now we can use Protect the next turn, and I can go into something else. Okay, so what is my new play? I can go into... I can go into Terrakion, but is Terrakion the right decision here? Terrakion against Sylveon. It's fully defensive. Sylveon is not doing enough. Scizor will scare it out. Escanor can go for Iron Heads against it, but it's not going to do much. Escanor. Iron Head will do 34 to 41. We have to get flinches basically with it. The other option is going to Varric. I'm playing around it that way. I think the play here has to be Escanor for now. It's not as important anymore because there is no Galar Darm. Okay, so we got to Intimidate off on this. We are Adamant, but we're not going to be doing too much damage. And there's the Wish. To heal itself back up. This thing is going to be insanely tough to break. This thing is going to be really tough to break. We're going to need to get some We're going to get some nice hits in. So I can go for my Iron Head here. I think that's just the play. I get some chip. I can potentially get a flinch on it, which would be nice. We're going to see a hard swap into what? Into Ace, which is the Beware. It's the Heatran. Interesting. So I can get some chip on this thing now. Because again, I need to weaken this Pokemon. I need to weaken this Pokemon here. It could have Earth Power, which is fine. We take an Earth Power. There's the Rocks. It does outspeed us. Rocks are fine. It's not the end of the world against our team. So another Darkest Lariat comes out. Our first Darkest Lariat, rather. That's defensive. That's gotta be, like, defensive. I can go for another one here. I can go for a U-turn. I'll go for the Darkest Lariat. I'm gonna see an Earth Power come out. Again, totally fine. Over half to us, but that's okay. We Darkest Lariat, this thing will be pretty chipped down. It's not Citrus Berry. We can easily see an Earthquake come out here again. Earth Power come out here again. I'm going to go actually into Sorin here, expecting the Earth Power. And if he catches me, he catches me. So be it. But like, I don't know what he's going to do back to me, really. And this team, nothing he has outspeeds us. Unless he's Scarf. No, even Scarf Jolly Beaver will not outspeed us. No, actually, it's Starmie. What am I saying? There's a whole ass Starmie there. Damn. So we're going to make a hard switch here. He's going to stay in. Hopefully he goes for Earth Power here. Dark Pulse. Good play. He got me there, but fuck, that's some big damage. That's some big damage there. Wow, that would have... If we had gone for another Dark Pulse there, it would have been absolutely... Another Earth Power there or whatever. Darkest Lariat, whatever. It's been really big for us. Heatran. Psyshock to like Spadef Heatran does 19 to 22. Incineroar to Heatran. We're doing 19. I think it's like more Spadef Heatran. I want to go for the Psyshock here. So I'm actually going to go for it. And that's really it. He's going to see a swap. And we're going to see Sylveon come in. Bulma, nice. We get the Sylveon play back in. It's out of range. It's going to be out of range of the attack because it has Protect. It's got to go for Protect here. It's got to go for Protect here. Even then, it's like, it's a roll. It's got to be a roll in my favor. I mean, maybe not in my favor, but it's a roll. If it's fully defensive, Latios against Sylveon. Fully defensive. We're doing 38 to 46. Like, it's going to be close. Like, I need to be able to break this Pokemon here. I can go hard into Escanor, sacking it off, basically. I think I'd rather go it just for the Psyshock here. There's the Protect. There's the Protect. Okay, we're going to hope we can get the range that we need with this Pokemon. What did I do? Why did I do that? He can just go into Starmie now. And he's at half. Like, that was not a good play. That was a bad play. You can just go Starmie now, but I have to go for this attack. He might think he's out of range. Getting the chip we need is important. We're going to go for the Psyshock. Can we get the KO? We cannot. There's the Wish. Okay. I am kind of expecting Heatran to come in. I'm kind of expecting Heatran to come in. Protect. That's fine, I guess. I really want to keep this Pokemon around. I just don't think I can afford to. I gotta weaken this thing. I gotta weaken this thing. We should have brought Psychic and not Psyshock. We should have brought Psychic and not Psyshock. So there's a Psyshock. Big damage there. There's another Wish. God damn, man. This Pokemon is just sitting in front of my team. So I'm done running. If I'd Calm Mind this Pokemon, it would have been over right now. It would have been done. Let's put Tom Pass out on the on the Protect or whatever. There's the Protect. Because there is a weakened... Because this thing is weakened, I can go into Scizor. I can try going Varric. There's going to be the... Like, I'm going to go into... Deadpool doesn't KO. I'm going to go Varric here. I'm going to try and get Paralysis Eyes. If it's fully defensive, which we expect it to be, then we do 16 to 19 with Discharge. 16 to 19. And what would he go into here? I don't know. But if he has Toxic on this, he's missing Mystical Fire or a way to go with Fairy type attacks. We're going to see a swap into Ace. Back to the Heatran, is that it? Heatran, okay. Can we get a KO on this? I don't think we do, but it'd be very nice if we could. We can. Awesome. So getting rid of this is nice. Getting rid of this is one step done. One step done. So we go back into Yuppie here. This thing does have the knockoff as an option. Here I'm going to go into Escanor. Sacking it off. It's going to go for a knockoff here, which is fine. Or maybe a Toxic, I don't know, something like that. There's the knockoff. We'll take the hits. I can go for an Earth Power here. I kind of want to protect the Scout a bit. I'll protect. I'll Scout. I'll Scout. If we made the play into Latios there, that would have been a good play, but we're running out of HP on it. That's the problem. Let's go for a U-turn here. Just double. He's going for the Earth Powers. Okay. So we unfortunately lose a Sack in Incineroar, but it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. We know it's not Scarfed. I can go into Terrakion and click Stone Edge. Scizor won't really do much for me right now. How much are we taking with Latios from Rocks? Calc. It's a 12%, so 157 divided by 12. We're taking 13. No, we're 161, right? 161 divided by 16 is 10. No, 161 divided by 12. I'm just 161 divided by 12. There we go, 13. I think Terrakion is the play here. His switching doesn't really exist. Gonna go with the Stone Edge here. He's gonna stay in. We're gonna connect the Stone Edge. We'll get the KO on this Pokemon, which is very nice. Very nice for us. We could definitely see a Choice Scarf Gothitelle here, which would suck. Very much suck. This thing here. Okay. Well, I believe we outspeed if it's Scarfed. I'm pretty sure we do. Beware. Choice Scarf reaches 184 if it's Jolly. Damn, we outspeed Adamant Scarf, not Jolly. So I can just swap. My entire team loses the physical... I think it's Scarfed. I think it's Scarfed. It might also just be like, I can take a hit. Let's go for the close combat here. Let's see if it's Scarfed. It is not Scarfed. It is Chople Berry, however. But we are going to get a free swap out, which is really nice for us. That's really nice for us. The question is, what am I switching into now? At this point in time, I could do some good stuff here. It's like, do I sack off this, go into Sorin, Slash Shock around, and that should be good to go, at least better off with Scizor? How much are we doing to this thing? Beware, max HP, we're doing half about. With the Chople Berry, we did about a quarter, I think. I think it's like max HP. I think I gotta unfortunately go into Varric here and sack it off, which is gonna really open me up to Starmie. There's not really much I can do. I don't have any sacks. Low kick. Eat it up. Eat it up, Porygon. Yes, we did a quarter. Yuck. Here I can go for the discharge once again. We'll try and get some chip on this, I guess. There's another low kick, so we should take this. As we do, we can fire off an analytic boosted discharge now. This should put it in range of Terrakion. Definitely does. No paralysis though, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. I just go for another discharge here. And there's another low kick. Totally fine. So here I can go into Latios or Terrakion. Terrakion forces in Starmie, which is fine, I guess. Not really much I can do about that. This forces in maybe Sylveon. I guess I gotta go into this here. We'll go for another close combat. The fact he hasn't revealed any Scarper is a little bit surprising to me. I can go for close combat, but like if Sylveon comes in, I'm kind of fucked because it can just go for like, it can just fuck me up. It can just fuck me up. Let's go for. If I Stone Edge this, and I hit, is that? Like, how good is that for me? The question is like, is he sacking this off? What does he go into here? It depends if he's sacking off. It's a 50-50 right now. Close combat versus Stone Edge. I'll go for the Stone Edge here in case the swap. That's the Gothitelle, right? Nice. Can we connect? Can we connect? Yes! That crit there is big. That crit there is nice. Here I think I go for a Protect. I can kind of scout what it's going to do. Could also go for close combat here. Let's go for the Mega Horn. It's more accurate than Stone Edge's. Not Scarf, we do connect. We get rid of the Gothitelle as well. That's gone. Cool. Very cool. So Starmie can come in. Starmie, if it's max special attack, Scald does not actually kill me. Surf or Hydro Pump will. There's the Starmie. Let's find out some detail if we're going to lose this Pokemon or not. It's going to be tough, but I just got to go for the Mega Horn here. Psychic. Ooh, I think this KO's actually. It could be a roll. Yeah, unfortunate there. Is it Life Orb? It's Life Orb, so that wasn't a roll. Okay. So we can go into Scizor here. Bug Bite will KO. Scald from Life Orb. 47 to 57. Yikes. We Bug Bite here. We see a swap into probably Beware. No, okay. Okay. Interesting. If I'd gone for an attack, that would have been much better for me, but whatever. He probably wants a free switch. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Because I don't think we KO this thing. Sylveon. Defensive. 53 to 63. Is it the Bullet Punch here? Is it the Bullet Punch? Can we KO? Can we KO? No. Need a bit more chip. Yawn. Okay. Let me Swords Dance here. And the reason I'm Swords Dancing is because I want to fall asleep. I'm going to try and wake up early, and that's my only win condition right now. Hyper Voice. Okay. Okay, Mono Hyper Voice, which is fine. So we're going to go for 1 Roost. Heart Swap. Into the Beware, I believe that is. Yep. Not enough health taken down on this Pokemon. Here I go for my Bullet Punch, I guess. Hope I wake up, get the KO. I believe it's Fire Punch. We get Fire Punch? It's no fire move, so like low kick close combat's the best I could do. I'll Roost here. Low kicks me. Fuck! Wake up! Wake up! That is so much damage. I did not think it would do so much damage. Yeah, 53 to 63, and it's adamant does even more. I can't kill this. I need a crit. I need a super mega crit here. Please crit. Please crit. Even though I lose anyways. I lose anyways to the Starmie being Life Orb. Yeah, 3-0 loss, or 2-0 loss, or whatever. Unless we live this hit. No. If I Swords Danced again, it was still over. He just lets this die, goes into Starmie, gets 2 kills. Unfortunate. I really wish I had a Recover or Calm Mind or something in this game, but I did not. The Yawn was a good tech, but it's a 2-0 loss to start. I believe our first time in CGT last season, we also took a 2-0 loss to start after some like funky stuff was brought, and this time funky stuff was brought for sure. Beware was a good mon to bring, but I was surprised there was no Galar Darm, absolutely. No Hydro as well, a little bit surprising, but the fact we couldn't break through the Sylveon, that was the main thing. We just could not break the goddamn Sylveon, and it's a big deal. We should be able to break it. If we had enough speed, and we knew the Storm was going to be a problem, but that's going to be it. It's going to be a 2-0 loss to Matt and his Cotswold Whimsicott. A little unfortunate, a little disappointed, of course. I always want to win, but what are you going to do? My team just kind of folds to Life Orb Starmie. The coverage that it has specifically is really, really, really good, and it just it kind of showed in this game. And as well, the pressure that Gothitelle put on the build with forcing us to run Baton Pass instead of Recover on the Latios, big deal. I'm sure he had like Ice Punch or something with the Beware, but yeah, if I don't think there's any shot I had of winning that game because I didn't get a chance to get rocks up. I wasn't getting any chip on things. Rocks were super important, and I think if I had prioritized rocks earlier on, it would have been a very good thing for us. Would it have mattered? Probably not, because the Landorus wouldn't have died. I think it also would have been a good thing if we got the roll. Like if it was a roll with the Swampert for the Ice Punch, then that would have been a really good thing for us as well. So things happened. We maybe didn't get the best luck with rolls, but we also didn't have our best build because we did struggle definitely against that Sylveon, just clicking Wish, Protect, Wish, Protect. If I had Calm Mind, if I literally had Calm Mind on my Latios, I think this would have been fine. This would have been okay. The issue is I could not run Calm Mind because of the goddamn Gothitelle, and that is good prep, enforced prep, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to come in and sweep things, come in and clean things. It's supposed to force prep. Damn it. Well, it's a loss to start. 2-0 loss, unfortunate. GG's to Matt. Shout out to our YouTube channel members. Shout out to Liv, Eric, Zeke, Michael Brown, Texas Man level 1. Shout out to Toner level 2, Sully R level 3. Thank you all for the support. I really do appreciate it. And of course, guys, if you want to become YouTube channel members, make sure to do so by becoming a channel member, clicking the join button as well. And also make sure to come back in 3 days on Monday for the finals of the BBL. It's gonna be an absolute blast. I can't wait to see. Whoa, let's try this again. I can't wait for you guys to see the battle, and we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.